Hello, hello. It's been a long time, my friends. I'm Christine Gold, and this is the Heart Led Soul Fed Show. And whether you are joining me live or you're on the replay, please say hello. Let us know where you're from and do all those wonderful things to support our channel and our soul healers community. I am a psychic medium and for the last month of April, I was preparing for my first live on stage in a theater with real people, not virtual, mediumship experience. And it was amazing. It happened Monday. It just happened Monday, May 1st. Um, so amazing. We had about 80 people there. And that is actually the most amount of people I've read for live. I mean, I do a lot of one on ones, I do small groups, mentorships, and trainings, workshops. But to have an audience and have, the lights on you and it was an experience. Beautiful. Jessica opened up with the sound bowls and the sound bowl healing. So she really set the table, get everybody's expectations and nerves and whatever else is going on throughout the day cleared off and having their vibrations raised, because that is how mediumship works. I have to raise my level of vibration to the level of spirit, whatever's coming through. And it is way different when there's a group of people because you're getting hit from right and left and above and all around. But days before that event, I was tuning in, I was channeling, I had written my dream journal. I had pages of stuff, kind of like Tyler Henry does. He does scribbles, but I actually write, and then I get songs and I see things and I hear things and I feel things and I know things. Those are my most activated clairs. We all have them. And within the first sentence, somebody was raising their hand. And I was reminded that I love doing this for others. I love being the bridge. I love being the connector, the activator. I love seeing people get those aha moments, those confirmations, because I don't know if they're around, and I try to connect. They're always around. Always, always, always. Animals, loved ones, angels, God, all of it. They're always around. Always. It's just a matter of tuning in, and we all have intuition. We all have our higher selves, and we're all coming on board for this. All right. So it's been a while since I have done any type of energy update. I needed time to um, rest and prepare because it takes a ton of energy. Now, I'm not absorbing people's energies. It's a matter of, as my mentor told me, to be prepared for a reading, to be professional, to have great perception. And that means not letting the ego interfere and not letting anything interfere. And then I needed a day or two to rest, self care, because that was a lot of unfilling and releasing. And actually, a couple days before, I powered through Firefly Lane on Netflix. The second season was out. I'm like, oh my God, I I must have cried 1,000 tears. So that was so needed to prepare. That those releases need to happen. Whether it's tears, whether it's anger, whether it's laughter, all of those are emotions, right? We need to recognize them and to release them. Find a way of release. So let me know how you release. Is it journaling? Is it exercise? Is it out in nature? Is it with your animals? Is it singing, dancing, creating? I know there's a lot of you creatives out there. So this is the portal, the energy update for May. And, May reduces to 4, the number 4, and 4s are all about, just keeping your head down, doing the work, embracing it all. And we're also shifting from Aries, which is part of my chart. I'm a Capricorn and Sag rising with an Aries moon. So I got a lot of ground and I got a lot of fire. And it makes a lot of sense to me because I am very feisty and fiery and I am a rebel with a cause. I will say that. So yeah, Tauruses. I mean, let me know if you're a fellow Taurus. Maybe you're an Aries. Let me know in the comments. We'll give you a shout out for your birthday. Welcome, Janice, and welcome, Louise. Thank you so much for being here. And I want to give a shout out to Illuminate Your Heart, Kathy and Jerry and Terrell and Rhonda and True. There were people there that were taking pictures for the event and all that good stuff. I want to make sure I can give the shout out to the people who helped organize such a beautiful event. And there will be more to come. I'm looking at doing more in person because I really enjoy how much I enjoy the connections, and it just touched my heart hearing people's stories. And there were a lot of tears. There was laughter too. I at some point in my my intro, I was telling a lot of jokes. I'm like, wow, so I maybe have a past life as a comedian because I can be really sassy sometimes, and people were laughing. So this is good. I know that my dad had a great sense of humor too. He's kind of goofy and silly, so I'm really embracing more of that as well. All right, so let's get to the cards. Moving into that Taurus season, Tauruses are very, it's about finances and money and being very grounded and stubborn. Right? You've got that bull. Grab life by the horns. I want to say grab life by the bull. Bullhorn? Funny. Okay. Maybe you're tooting your own horn as well. Light Seers Tarot. This is one of my favorite decks. I mean, every deck I purchase is my favorite. But I love the images, the colors, the symbology. Um, and we're talking about judgment for the month, right? And twos are about balance and equilibrium. Right. Last month was about the Emperor. The month before, I believe, was a Two of Cups. But I see a lot of water, a lot of blue, but judgment is really just releasing your higher self, your soulful self, not judging yourself, forgiving yourself. That was part of mediumship, is part of that, releasing guilt and shame and forgiving yourself and forgiving others and really stepping in and letting your soul shine. Soul shine, shiny soul, right? So if you want to think of an affirmation, you talk to yourself as you would your children, your animals, lovingly and kind. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I mean, that's the easiest thing. And if you have to say it and repeat it, then do that. Find an affirmation for yourself as well. So working with judgment, it is a major arcana as well. So, I don't know about you, but I've been really stepping into my natural abundance. We are naturally abundant. I've been stepping into the unknown. I've been throwing spaghetti at the wall to see what sticks. I've just been trying things. And that's what, Pluto has moved out of Capricorn and into Aquarius. So close to earth energy, now up in the air energy. And that's what I mean, throwing things, trying things, doing things. If you get an inspired idea, go do it. Even if it seems crazy. I mean, there was someone in the audience, and this is how spirit works through me. It's a game of charades where I'm bringing up, okay, I'm seeing a lot of cosplay. I'm seeing a lot of anime. And then it went to, his kids and then his grandkids. And really, it naturally evolved back to him, is what I'm saying. So follow the breadcrumbs. You are naturally abundant. You are being sent signs and symbols and synchronicity and people and angels in disguise, random people. Really look out for that and acknowledge it and embrace it. Even if you don't know what it is, have fun in the cosmic soup. Interesting soup. Okay. Because you're adding here we go. You're adding your own ingredients because I do love to cook or bake. So you have everything you need. You just need to stir it up and try it and taste it and play with it and tweak it. And then ask for it. That's how manifestation works. Not in a desperation, but just say, this is what I want. I know it in my being. I'm not sure how it's going to happen, but I'm ready to align with that energy. Like for me, a month ago, I asked in-person speaking events. 3 days later, I'm the keynote speaker. Boom. And as they say, and it's not careful what you wish for, but really, what do you want? Not what other people are doing. What do you want? Right? And I'm going to move into the full moon in Scorpio with the lunar eclipse May 5th. Quite powerful. I mean, full moons are all about that energy, shining light in the darkest places, illuminating things that are hidden. Scorpio is very much about the underworld, the stuff, very intuitive, watery. So there's going to be a lot of emotions, going to be a lot of things going on. So take care of yourself. Self-care. I've been touting that, tooting, shouting about that for years. And Pluto, like I said, moving into Aquarius, more collapses, kings and structures will be falling down. Yes, they will. Watch for that. And don't be shook. We've been prepared since 2020. Nothing should really rattle us anymore. And if you're finding ways and opportunities to be offended, you need to look at that as well, right? Heal yourself. Focus on yourself. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Like I said, it's none of my business what other people think. It's also none of my business what other people are doing. Just try and be a support. Build community. Be there for others, even if you don't understand why they're doing things. And you can see the car crash in front of you and they don't. That's not your journey. Don't be distracted. Don't be distracted. Very important. And I pull from the Oracle deck, the Shaman's Dream. Love it. Alberto Villoldo, an amazing shaman. Colette Reid, amazing as well. Love her story. Love who she is. Mindful. There's a lot of stuff going on here. You see roses, you see keys, you see the tree of life, you see a mask down here, and they're talking about group think. So, and it is number 4 as well. So it is lining up with May's numerology. Be careful what you think. Be careful what other people think. Just be careful, like your thoughts. You are very powerful. What you create and what you destroy. And when we're May 1st, they had a beautiful worldwide portal meditation. I participated around the world. It was broadcast across YouTube. Now that type of group think, that mindfulness, that's what we need more of, because if one or more gather, beautiful things happen. It also happens in a group of angry people, right? It's just a different type of energy. What are you putting your mind into? I also see an umbrella. I see a cat on a cake, the Akashic records, the beautiful golden light, the compass, time, cherry blossoms. There's a lot going on in this card, right? Very busy. So, if you want to interpret that, what is your mind full of? And what kind of groups? Like I'm being brought into new groups now with this keynote speaker, this opportunity, people that no longer resonate in my life, that lie, cheat, or steal are not allowed in my spaces anymore. I will not allow it. Like they say, I'm spiritual, but I'm not a doormat. I am not a fool. And I'm no longer playing a fool other than what you see in the Fool, in the tarot deck as a Fool, meaning I'm open to new experiences, people, places, things, adventure. So that's what I'm bringing in. I'm meeting people that are building spiritual centers around the world. That's still my Moby Dick. That's my big dream. Tell me what your big Moby Dick. What's your Moby Dick? What's your big dream? What's something that you're afraid to go for, that you're not sure about? You're not sure how it's going to happen. We want to make and help that make that happen for you. To tune into that collective mindful energy, releasing judgment of ourselves, other people, places, things, and how it's going to happen. And just let it happen. The ego just wants to, how's it going to happen? The left brain, the analyzing. I mean, that is, bringing everything into balance, right? Practical spirituality. I've seen amazing things happen. So, how do you feel in this portal shift? Were you aware there was a portal shift? Maybe I should ask that question. Do you have questions about it? What can you release in May? And what can you welcome in? Because really, what those moon cycles are about as well. What are you releasing? That's the full moon stuff. New moon stuff is planting and nurturing and cultivating. I know most of my community, and maybe even newcomers that are seeing this video going, who is this person and why am I watching it? Well, Spirit led you here. Don't dismiss it. Give it a chance. Give it a chance. Give yourself a chance, right? And life is about chances and opportunities. And I know I've missed many an opportunity because of self-doubt, because of negative criticism, self-talk, worth, all of that is being healed. And if you're looking for to work with me, whether it's a reading, healing session, mentorship, coaching, I'm being booked up. Since that event, I've had so many people, just floodgates coming in. So that's amazing. And that's exactly, because if I'm abundant now, I will be sharing that abundance with the rest of you. That's how this works. That's how this works. And there are no gurus anymore, okay? You are your own guru. I am just a mere light, guidance, mentor to help you along the way, just like I've had many people help me along the way. So, all right. Well, I am wishing you an amazing May. Let me know in the comments below whether you are watching or listening. Please rate and review so then others can find. And if you're doing amazing things in the world and want to be on the show, I'd welcome you in with loving arms, as they say, Creed, arms wide open. Let's go. All right, take care of yourself. And please remember, healing begins where the ego ends. Take care.